Welcome back as we embark on another week filled with enchanted energies. I hope this message finds you wrapped in the warmth of the season, surrounded by the love and joy that December brings in. As we dive into the week of December 11th to the 17th, a time when the world seems to sparkle a little brighter, let's take a collective breath and savor the magic that the season so graciously offers. I know it's a time when many of us are deep in the heart of holiday festivities and spreading kindness and creating memories with those we hold dear. And amidst all that cheerful hustle and bustle, let's not forget to carry on the spirit of generosity, not only in our actions, but also the energy we bring into each and every room. Whether you're celebrating traditions, creating new ones, finding solace in quiet moments, know that the universe is conspiring to fill your week with positive vibrations. I'm so grateful to have you here sharing this journey. Let's embrace the magic. Let's dive into the energies that surround us and make this week truly extraordinary. So stick around and explore the collective currents guiding us from December 11th to the 17th. I'm excited to jump into the insights and share guidance and sprinkle a little more love and light into your December days. So let's make it magical together. And so now join me in looking at your week ahead for your sun, moon, or rising sign. Welcome, Leo. This is your weekly focus for December the 11th through to the 17th, 2023. I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and let's dive into the cards. So we'll just finish the shuffle here. I thought I cleared them well enough, but apparently they want just a little bit more. And our shadow card for this week is the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords for an underlying weekly energy tells me that there are people around you that may be trying to stab you in the back, work against you, smile to your face, but try and trip you up at every stop, at every turn, a twist. So I would, what I'm sharing, I would only share, especially the closer or the deeper to the heart it is, the least likely I would be able to share it with everybody, or I would want to share it with anybody. Okay, it's pulling it back in and making sure that you are talking to people that support you, that love you, that will keep your secrets, that will applaud you. Also, with this card, we are looking at our path going forward. We are understanding what has value as we go forward and what we need to leave behind. Okay, so we will have a new moon this week in Sagittarius, so a fellow fire sign. So you will be looking at what no longer has value in your life, what you really truly need to walk away from in order to experience the new beginnings, the new starts, the elevated paths. Now our first card is the Knight of Pentacles. So this is having a belief, this is having a faith. That you are exactly in the place you need to be right now. That you are going forward exactly the way you need to go forward. That you are making all the right decisions. And this is having a faith and a belief that when you need the money will show up. When you need the food will show up. When you need the support will be there. That you know that you are protected, that there is a force preparing that path forward for you. And as you work towards it, it comes to you. You go to it. Obviously, we're riding the horse here, but we're riding this horse and we don't have any kind of armor on. We don't have a weapon. We don't have food. We don't even have a water can, for goodness sakes. All we have is the abundance we know that belongs rightfully to us. And it's allowing that horse to guide us to where we need to go. It's about having a faith, a belief in something higher than yourself. The Six of Swords is here to say it's time to go forward. where you've been hesitating, where you've been holding back, where you didn't think that you should be going forward. I'm here to tell you it's time. It's time to take that stick. I know it's not an oar or a motor, but it's a stick, and you're going to utilize that stick. So, yeah, it might be a little harder to get unstuck. It might be a little harder to actually put yourself into the race that you want to run. But you will start to go forward and into uncharted territory. And it's about you embracing that uncharted territory. The swords in the front of the boat represent your wisdom, your knowledge, that you have more than enough as a shield of strength going forward. And there's somebody else in the boat, so it could be that somebody else supports you, or you are in partnership with somebody, or you're going into partnership with somebody. And we have the Queen of Cups. Well, the Queen of Cups is all about loving yourself. I love the Queen of Cups. You know, that's, if I preach anything, I preach about becoming the Queen of Cups in your life. Okay, she sits there in pure bliss. She's totally relaxed. There's absolutely no stress in any part of her demeanor. The skies are clear. The birds are flying around. The water is even calm. And there she sits and she twirls that goblet in her hand. As you should be doing as the week begins and you go towards that new moon. What do I want to fill that goblet with? What do I want to embrace? What do I want to bring in? What do I want to invent? What do I want to give birth to? What do I want to turn into reality? And the Queen of Cups knows that whatever she decides, that cup will be overflowing in all that success. She doesn't hope and she doesn't wish, she knows. She knows she's deserving, she knows she's worthy, she knows she's enough, she loves herself, and therefore she knows that the more she builds her world beautiful, it cascades on everybody else around her, and their worlds become beautiful. The energy flows, you start the ripple, and she knows that she starts this beautiful ripple in the world. So this is really a card asking you to envision what you truly want to step into going forward. I mean, you do have Jupiter in your center of work and career, and even though I don't think Jupiter's really highlighted, well, Mercury talks to Jupiter at the very beginning of the week, and Mercury happens to be in Capricorn, so there is this discussion about work and career and what we really want to do, and talking about it and thinking about it and growing it in our thoughts as you go in towards this new moon. Okay, love and relationships. No, let's look at work and career. Hang on, work and career. I'm getting ahead of myself. Work and career. Oh, there is there's decisions to be made here. What do I want to do? Where do I want to go? What do I want to step into? Maybe you have a job, but you're thinking, it just doesn't allow me to be creative, or I can't utilize my talents, my abilities, my passion. If I could just do those things, and get paid for it. Maybe there's something out there. Maybe it's showing up. Maybe you're seeing something and saying, I didn't know that was possible. I didn't know it was so. But there's an opportunity opening up. I could step into that. But I've already been working here 15 years and, I'm building on a pension. And do I really want to give that up? But wow, they're going to, I'll have to work nights, but who cares? And, so you're weighing things out. Now, this could be, too, if you want to work or you don't want to work. And you could be weighing that out. Where is my true path going forward? Do I want to stay in the job, or do I want to maybe entrepreneur, do my own thing? Be a travel vlog person and just talk about your travels as you're everywhere. Whatever. Anything's on the table here right now. Because this is about, essentially, I get this, it's about your joy. It's about your happiness. It's about, your creativity and allowing your creativity to flow in somehow. And I think with what I'm seeing here is you're, in some ways, you don't tap into that pure zest that you can have. There's something worrisome or something that, you're waiting for the other shoe to drop, maybe, or who am I tapping into there? This could be stature in the community. Do I really want to do that community thing? Because that's going to probably put me like in the spotlight, and I'm going to be having all kinds of things happening in the neighborhood if I start doing this. And do I really want to do that, or do I want to stay in my home and family, work on that, or do I already give so much to my job that stepping out in the community? But I'd really like to get my name in the community and start to have some friends and some relationships, and grow my stature within the community. Maybe it's within the home. Maybe it is within the workplace. Well, okay, love, relationships. We have the Page of Pentacles. This is about believing in the happily ever after. This is about believing in the true joy of the relationship, the love in the relationship, the sparkle, the magic in the relationship. And this is all about growing it in new ways. So if you're in a relationship, you're looking at where to ignite the sparks and really bring it into a whole new romantic setting, perhaps, or taking it back to those first days when you couldn't wait to hear each other's voices or get that text, or you're going to see them that night, or you didn't want to part. Remember those first moments, that spark? And so I think this is a time where you want to reignite that spark in some way and bring some love, some tenderness, some heartfelt moments within the relationship. It could be home and family too. It could be those close relationships within the home. Your significant other, maybe. Now, if you are out there and you are looking, I think you could almost romanticize something. I think if you are dating or anything, I would just count it as, you know what, I'm going to have a lot of fun tonight. And if it goes somewhere, it goes somewhere. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm not going to share a lot about myself. I'm going to leave the mystery alive. We'll see what happens here. And just take it slow and steady. Okay? Don't just dive into that relationship like I really like them. I could really like them even more, and I wonder if they like me. Don't try and speed it up. Don't try and just take the day or the night, the afternoon, whenever the date was, and just take that moment and enjoy it to the fullest. Okay, not expecting anything more than that date. And if there's another one, that's wonderful. Okay, and just take it very slowly in deep breaths, and don't try and rush into anything, because I think you could over glamorize some kind of relationship in your life right now too, with this card out on the board. So you want to make sure that you're not missing any kind of red flags that you would normally see and kind of gloss over them, like I don't want to look at them right now because I'm really enjoying this experience. Spirituality is another decision kind of time for you. This is a decision that you have to look within in order to make. Nobody else can answer it for you. It's your decision to make. And that takes, going within, meditating on it, praying on it, sitting in quiet contemplation and thinking about it, having a conversation with your higher self, the universe, God, your angels. And with this, I think it will also bring up the emotions you're feeling on why you haven't made the decision or why you're leaning in a certain way. And I think it's really emotion driven here rather than more of a logical standpoint. Like you feel the decision, and it might be something that you don't really want to do, even though it's your decision and it's the best choice. And it's about understanding why certain emotions can come up to block us from doing the very thing that we know we should be doing, that we need to be doing. And yet we deflect ourselves from it because we know it's going to be hard, it's going to be emotional, it's going to be painful. But on the other side of it, we get this liberation, we get the sense of freedom, the sense of happiness, the sense of joy. And it's really going within and understanding and making that decision, what emotions are coming up and why am I having these emotions? And sometimes it's facing the fear and then walking through it anyways. And this could be one of the times in your lives that you need to do it. I do see that you get this aha moment or this epiphany to help you out, but it really does come from within. For health and well-being, we have the strength card. So you're strong, okay? You're strong, enjoy the week, you're feeling incredible, you're feeling like you could move mountains, and you probably could. This is a time when you can charm people into helping you, do things with you, partner with you. This is a time to show your strength and show your courage, and maybe it's a time to also take a risk on yourself. Okay, let's get to our circle of doors. And we have Temperance, the 14. Temperance comes out. I could easily talk to Temperance, but I am curious because they kind of take it to a deeper level or so. It's kind of the layer that they put into the cards is, I'm finding it fascinating. I hope you are too. My mind a garden, my body a menagerie. I shape the storms that bring cooling rains. I cast the seeds of lush and hopeful harvests. Make an art of living by your own design. What is too much for me is not enough for you, and what is not enough for me is too much for you. We're all born with appetites and tolerances that shape the music of our expressions. And to live a life of temperance is to harmonize with the truest desires of the soul. Some of us will burn bright, loud, and brief, and others will smolder, low, quiet, long. But neither is the one true path. The art of living is to be honest about your own deep comforts and wild yearnings. So how well do you truly know yourself? And in what ways are you living according to the preferences of others? Where will you find your own uniquely, delightfully strange center of gravity? Your affirmations for this week are, I will not be pressured into either excess or deprivation. My unique eye for beauty is the compass of my life. I study my habits closely with compassion. I am living in harmony with my true desires. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.